Well, good day to you folks. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Well, unfortunately, it seems like Wizards has made another little oopsie. This one kind of only affects the users of their digital platform, D&D Beyond. You know, that thing that's supposed to be the fully automated, glorious electronic future for Dungeons & Dragons. But before we get into the specifics of that, if you like this video, folks, please leave a thumbs up on it. Click that subscribe button and the bell icon for notifications. And of course, this video is brought to you by our friends at Hellebarde Games. Hellebarde Games makes the games they'd like to play. Whether you're playing OSR or Castles and Crusades or 5th edition, old school is in play at the table. You can pick up their products on DriveThruRPG or directly from their website at hellebardegames.com. All right, so let's get into it, folks, and take a look at what has happened and what may continue to happen. Folks, this is what happens when you rely strictly on digital platforms. This is the future the Wizards of the Coast is trying to push Dungeons & Dragons to. Despite stripping back employees and reducing overall support staff, let's just take a look at what happened before I go too much off a rail. We are aware of ongoing issues. This is, by the way, is from the 4th, because this went on for multiple days. We are aware of ongoing issues with accessing character sheets. While our teams implement a fix, you may see sporadic interruptions. If you have a session in the next day, we suggest saving characters to PDF just in case. We'll keep you posted, and thank you for your patience. Well, I don't know about all that, folks, but one thing I can tell you is I've never had a set of dice crash. I've never been locked out of my pencil. I've never needed a password to open my rule books. And I've never had a server go down and take my character sheet and notes with it. And again, this started on February 3rd. Hey, Beyonders, we are aware of an ongoing issue with users accessing character sheets. The team is currently working on a solution for this issue, and we will be sure to update you once those issues have been resolved. Thank you very much for your patience. And of course, we have some reactions from the folks here on Twitter. One user says, and this is why I deleted my D&D Beyond app. Paper is never offline. Real D&D doesn't have this problem. This is a great time to point out how limited the PDF character sheet exports are. I'd love it if they echoed the information panes from the website. As is, they are much harder to use / more limited or even hard to read at times. Are there plans to improve this export feature? And of course, that gets no response at all. And of course, we just have Picard face palming there. Wizards of the Coast posting their L's online. So this will be 4 days. 4 days this went on, folks, with this issue. Kind of rough for those of us with paid accounts. That exodus of people leaving D&D Beyond to the tune of 40,000 plus. Guys, this is not a good look. Wizards, bring it in. It's not a good look. We have an OSE for, character sheet display here. These are my character sheets, and I never have trouble accessing them. Something, again, a little bit more substance. My issue is the character creation / sheet did not include content from the Theros book, even after making sure the button to include magic content was clicked. When I went to rewrite the sheet to include that information, I found more errors with the sheet. A little on point here from this user. So you are forced to retract the ridiculous OGL and you're now having issues with character sheets since yesterday, right, we're sure it's an actual issue and not retaliation from the executives. Whoa, I don't know about that. That's kind of... And you want to digitalize everything and on top of that monetize it even more. You are not headed on the money profit path. Just saying. It's still happening, and this user posts a workaround. It works in Safari and Chrome in incognito mode, but not Chrome in regular mode. What's going on? Old school DM in an overhead. So the party enters the cave from the south. You can hear water flowing from deep inside. The sound echoes off the rock walls, and we have Kramer there doing a little production. And this is a little sharp, but I think it's fair. Maybe if your corporate overlords didn't slash your staff and stop being horrible in general with their practices, your site might work and or your users would be understanding. But here we are. And finally, I'll leave this one. I don't want to just be doing reacts and reads to these. Issues with the online character sheets? I didn't even notice. Went back to pen and paper so that you couldn't control my content. Well, a lot of spicy takes there, guys. But one thing I can tell you, I've been online longer in my life than I haven't. Okay? Going all the way back to, the sysop of the BBS got a corrupted floppy, or someone else was dialed into the BBS, so I was just getting a busy signal, to servers being offline, to files being corrupted for whatever reason. Guys, these problems never go away. These problems never go away. And the more in the cloud companies want you to be, the worse these problems get. I said at the beginning of this video, and I mean it, dice don't blue screen. You don't get locked out of pen and paper. You don't need to have a password restored to access your rule books. It's that simple. And I mean, falling on their face on the digital initiative after insisting this was where everybody was going to go, it's a serious bad look. If you're still out there holding on to D&D Beyond, you might want to consider something else. Maybe look into a nice notebook. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. I'll be back a little bit later with a video covering some other stuff. And of course, we have the Monday night live stream tonight. So thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Peace, and back your data up.